say is this. If I see my old manager, Bethany, bitch, I'm gonna need you to square the fuck up and kiss my fucking.
Guess who up in this bitch? Catch who ducking his flip. Dick who wanted my nigga is nothing. Them boys
You are
on
not
trumpets,
slaying.
now
So what
niggas
the
be
fuck
feeling,
are
but
you
your niggas
saying?
How's everybody doing on this marvelous day? As you can see today, I am giving you Mickey Mouse how the house Donald Duck messing up. Who gonna pay the consequences? You, realness girl. Let me tell y'all, girl, we got a story time for today, girl. I'm gonna tell y'all how I quit / got fired from my job. Okay, so this happened in 2014. It was like maybe like around like December because I was working there and I had my, like, it was around my birthday time. My birthday is December 29th, so it was around my birthday time, and then it was like towards January. Mind you, I've been only working there for 2 weeks. So let me tell you about this. Girl, so I got the job because my sister, she worked at Best Buy, and the stand at the mall, she used to always go up to it. And the lady, the manager, not the manager, the owner, she was so nice. And I really liked her. Her name was Elisa, but I didn't like her towards the end, girl. So I went up there for an interview, and she gave me the job just like that. I was so happy, girl. I'm like, yes, girl, got me a job. Little did I know. So I went to work the first day, and it was so cool or whatever. Like, it was like 3 girls there, but they were like older than me. Even though they tried to like make me, like, they would be like, oh, you are so young, because I was 15 at the time. They're like, oh, you are so young. Like, girl, you are like fucking 30 years old, and you still working at a cookie stand. Like, I'm not trying to bash you if you work at a cookie stand and you're 30 years old, but don't try to make me feel bad because, like, girl, this is my job. Like, I'm a teenager. Like, she just was always saying little smart stuff, and I'll just be like, bitch, just motherfucker teach me how to work this motherfucking ice cream machine, ho. But, yes, girl. So, it was cool over there the first week. I had nothing to say about it. Second week come. So, I had to go up there and pick up my check. My check was, like, you know, something I have to get because I couldn't get it sent to my bank account because I didn't have a bank account back then. So I went up there and I got my check, and my manager, not my manager, why do I keep saying my manager? The owner, she was like, oh yeah, I have someone I want you to meet. This is going to be your new manager. And the lady, she turns around and I'm looking at her like, and she looking at me like, and I'm like, oh my gosh. Let me give y'all the background information of the manager. The manager, she used to work at this McDonald's across the street from my old apartments. And me, my sister, and my sister friend, we used to always go up to the McDonald's across the street when we were like maybe younger. And used to just always be like so bad and stuff. We were going to play skate, have fun. They would always kick us out saying that we was too big. When we were like 12, 13 and stuff, like, how are we too big? A play skate is for kids. And they just was so rude to us and stuff. And the lady, she personally didn't like us. I don't know why. I guess she thought we was bad. We was kind of bad, but girl, we were kids. That's what the playscape is for the kids, girl. I thought that's what it's for. So ever since then, when we used to go up there, she used to always just get our food to go. You know how they ask you, like, is this for here or to go? She'll just be like, oh, this is to go. And I'll be like, really? Like, she just was so rude. So that was maybe like 5 years ago within the time period of me working with her as my manager. So it's like, it's old, it's petty. Why are you still being petty, girl? Square up or not. So that's when, like, we were just looking at each other like that. And I was just looking at her like, because I don't like her because I remember her. But, you know, I had to keep it professional because this is my job. And I cannot be unprofessional because, girl, like I said, this is my job. So I'm like, okay. So the next day I went into work and I had on a black shirt, black like navy pants, and some black Converses because that was what we were supposed to wear. Like, she said it 1,000 times, we're all black, we're all black. That's she was like, oh my God, I have to run to the store. I have to get some more stuff for the store. Can you please just watch the drawer and get the customers, because you've been here for a week, right? You know how to do it. You know how to do it. And I'm like, I do not know how to do it, girl. That's what I'm thinking in my head. Like, I do not know how to do it. I'm new here. It took me a long time to get used to stuff. And yeah, like, the whole time I was there, I always had somebody helping me. But then I didn't need nobody to help me, you know, making stuff. But with the drawer, I needed people to help me, because it was, like, very computer-y, and I'm not really good with the computers and stuff. So she leaves out. She left me out of the little stand. Now, the stand was maybe, like, you know, like a Starbucks stand? It's called Nestle's. Nestle is, like, a little cookie place. I don't know. You guys probably had that in your mall. But, yeah, girl. So she left me there. Girl, all these customers just was coming out of nowhere. So I'm trying to ring them up, because on the machine, if they want, like, say, like a Cookie Crunch crumble, you'll have to pick cookie, go to crunch, or something like that. It was just very difficult. So it took me a long time. And I had to make it. So I had to look through the book, find the instructions, and how to make it right. I was not making that stuff right because I did not know how to do it. So it took me maybe half an hour just to get through that one customer. And it was a line of customers. So she finally comes back, and I'm not doing it right, I guess. I wasn't doing it right because I didn't know how, like I said. So the bitch talking about some, oh my God, you can't do one thing. What is wrong with you? I'm like, please don't. Because there was so many cookies right there. I'm like, please, God, please don't let me throw these cookies at this bitch and just square up with this bitch and just be like, fuck this job, I'm done. Girl, that's what I was thinking about doing. But, you know, I was like, you know what, girl, you need this job because you want to get that mascara out of MAC. So, all right. Girl, so I just was like, let me calm down. So I'm like, okay, well, I'll just go do something else. So I'm going to do something else. And she just was still being a little bitch. She was still being a little bitch. She was like, oh, my God, I can't believe I left you here. You didn't know what to do. I'm like, oh, my God. Like, why is she being so petty towards me? And it's just me and her there. So that's when the end of the night comes. And at the end of the night, you have to put certain stuff in the back of the mall. Like, that's where you have to put the stuff at. So I was going back there and dropping the stuff off. And I come back and she's like, oh, yeah, can you please make sure that you clock out before you leave? Now, I always had a trouble clocking out. The owner will always help me clock out. And the employees would always help me clock out. But the employees wasn't there. It just was me and this fucking bitch. So I didn't know how to clock out. I had to go take out the trash. And the back too. So when I went to the back and dropped some stuff off, I had to come back and get this heavy ass bag. Girl, this bag had so much stuff in it. And it was like overflowing. So like a whole bunch of cookies and milkshakes and stuff was all spilling. Like while I was dragging the bag. And she got so mad about that. And I'm like, okay, I'll mop it up. Okay. So after I threw that away, I went to mop it up. And then when I was going through the back, she was like standing right there. And I'm like, why is she like standing right here? Is she like trying to follow me? Like, girl, it's not that serious. So I go back and I mop it up. And then that's when I try to clock out. And she goes to the back. So I was supposed to clock out at 10 o'clock. And if you don't clock out at the time that they have you on a schedule, I guess, then it won't let you clock out anymore because it's going to think that you're bugging to get more hours, you know, like something like that. So I couldn't clock out. I kept trying. I stood there for like a half an hour waiting for her to come back because she went to the back. I'm like, why did she go to the back? She just had me do everything. Like, she just was trying to be like very, very petty. So that's when I just was like, forget it. I left a little note. I was like, I couldn't clock out. I'm so sorry. So that's when I go home. And I just was so mad like that whole day. Like, I was like, this is like 11 o'clock at night. The mall closes at 9. And I've been at this mall all fucking day. So I just went home and I just was so mad. That's when I checked the online schedule because I was supposed to work the next day. I look at the schedule online and I'm not on the schedule. Okay, I was supposed to work the day after too. I'm not on that either. I look for the whole month. I'm not on it anymore. So I'm like, what the heck is they doing? Like, are they trying to fire me? Like, I literally didn't do nothing wrong. Like, can you guys tell me if I did something wrong in the comments? Because I feel like I didn't do nothing wrong. Girl, so that's when I called the owner. And I'm like, why am I not on the schedule? She's talking about some, oh, we're having low sales on the cookies and stuff. And I just wanted to know, you know, have you not work a lot? Really? Every day it was a whole bunch of customers, girl. Why is you lying? Bitch, bye. So, you know, I was like, you know what? Thank you for this job. I really love this job, but I'm sorry, I'm going to have to go. So I left out and, well, I didn't leave out. Well, I told her that on the email. And she was like, oh, okay, good luck. Really, bitch? Good luck? Let me tell you about what happened to that little Nestle store, y'all. So the little Nestle store, it was like a little stand. So after I left, I just honestly felt like the store went down in trash because they were unprofessional. They were hiring so many people, like so many teenagers, and they would just leave the teenagers there. The teenagers have to learn how to do this. Like, y'all can't just leave teenagers here for no reason. Girl. So then that's when I go up to the mall one day and I see her, Bethany, that's the fucking manager that was a bitch towards me. Bethany, bitch. And we walk right past each other, and I had just went shopping and stuff because I'm like, girl, without this job or not, I still can have money. So I seen her and she seen me and I was like, oh, hey. And she was like, hi. Like, girl, I'm not about to be petty towards you because I don't care. It was just a little job. You being like very petty. So then that's when I go up there again and the store is gone. The store got closed down. I wonder how. I didn't get it closed down if y'all think I did, but it did get closed down. And I was just so happy because, like, karma is a bitch. Because you don't sit up and treat somebody that's really wanted to work, that really needed some money, really bad, and then think y'all store about to stay up here? No, this store got deleted and it's not up there no more. I think it's about to be a Starbucks that take it over. So, I was so happy when I went up there and I seen that it was gone. I almost did the little dance like... I was so happy. But yes, girl, that is about the time how I got fired / quit my first job. Girl, I will see y'all later. And hunty, if you watching this video are not slaying, then what the fuck are you saying? I'm gonna see y'all later. Mwah.
Dance.